6.
Why did we know that?
Oh,
Why would we know that if you're the Lakers?
Because the Rockets got all the momentum. They got all the momentum. They're going to win Game 6. If the Lakers going to win this series, they're going to have to win in 7. And if I'm the Rockets, I'm just going to turn it up a whole nother level. I'm going to try to get LeBron and wear him down even more. And then Austin Reeves, who hasn't played but one basketball game in the last month, I'm going to see, because they were going at him on the defensive end. They went at him. So I'm going to go at those two guys. I want to see what they're going to have in 48 hours.
I agree with that. However, if you're a Laker fan, you go, well, Austin Reeves is his first game back. Can he give us the Joel Embiid effect? Meaning he got his feet wet. Now he can say, hey, I'm myself, and I could play a little bit more aggressive, and I could take shots and be the – because more he was trying to be a facilitator, but Austin Reeves is a scorer. Let's be honest. He's a scorer.
Just 4 for 16.
Yeah, but he could say, oh, I got my feet wet. Now I could just, that's the Laker hope, that he can go on the road and be that. I'm not saying that it could happen or not happen, but I wouldn't press a panic button.
Oh, there's a panic button. I'm telling you, you can start pressing it right now, because they're not going to win Game 6.
Lakers fall 99-93, and the streak ends for LeBron James. He had won 16 games in a row at home with a chance to close out. But that streak ends tonight. They head back to Houston for Game 6. Chuck, when they get...
That's my man, Oliver.
Do a small Chuck.
That's it, brother.
Yep.
That was the churro.
No Franz Wagner for the Magic tonight. Got that right calf, and it was the screen called on Wendell Carter Jr. And 116-109 is your final score. The Detroit Pistons avoid elimination. They trail this series 3-2. The two teams with the most clutch wins in the league this year each have one in this series. This one keeps the Pistons alive, 116-109. They never trailed in this game, led by as many as 17, but it was tight. Here's Cade.
Not everybody's, blessed with those type of opportunities to have pressure and to, have things on the line like that. A lot of times I feel undeserving of how great of moments I get to be a part of. So I'm just thankful for it. Just try to make the most out of it.
There's a handful of them in the league. They're unique. They're special as a teammate that he is and understands his responsibility and what he means to this team. He wasn't going to let us go down tonight.
Got to be better on the glass, better on the free throw line. We make our free throws. We got a real chance of winning the game. Lost by, 7, missed 14 free throws. So that's the game. It's our turn to protect home. We've done a great job at that. They're going to be desperate.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and the Inside the NBA crew had a lot to say about the biggest storylines. The Los Angeles Lakers are on the brink of elimination. They lost Game 5 to the Houston Rockets 99-93. They are now down 3-2 in the series after winning the first 3 games. And Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal did not hold back. They said the Lakers are done. LeBron is wearing down. And the Rockets have all the momentum. Let me show you exactly what they said. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because the crew was firing on all cylinders. First, Charles Barkley pointed out that LeBron's efficiency is coming down as the series gets longer. He said, when you get older, the longer the series goes, his efficiency is coming down. And what it's doing is it's affecting Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart. They're not getting wide open shots anymore. Look at their numbers. They're coming down too. That is the reality of having a 40-year-old LeBron James as your best player. He can still dominate for a game or two. But over a 7-game series, the fatigue adds up. The Rockets are younger. They are hungrier. And they are playing with nothing to lose. Shaq was even more direct. He said, the Lakers know they're not going to win Game 6. The Rockets got all the momentum. They're going to win Game 6. If the Lakers are going to win this series, they're going to have to win in 7. He then ID'd out the Rockets' game plan. I'm just going to turn it up a whole another level. I'm going to try to get LeBron and wear him down even more. And then Austin Reeves, who hasn't played but one basketball game in the last month, I'm going to see because they were going at him on the defensive end. Kenny Smith offered a counterpoint. He said Austin Reeves got his feet wet in Game 5. Now he can be more aggressive. He can be the scorer that he is. But Shaq was not buying it. He said, just 4 for 16. That is not going to cut it. Now, let's talk about the Rockets. Charles Barkley praised their ball movement and defense. He said, the Rockets are playing with tremendous confidence. They played 2 great games in a row. They played a 3rd great game in a row. And he pointed out that without Kevin Durant, everybody is eating. The shot attempts are spread out. When the Rockets played all year, it was give Kevin the ball and stand around. Now, everybody is involved. And that shows up on defense. Shaq was also critical of the Lakers' effort. He said, the crowd was flat. They played flat. They played with no intensity. They didn't have focus. And I'm glad the Rockets beat them. He said he is super disappointed in the Lakers. Then the crew started hitting the panic button. Barkley said, the panic button needs to be hit. Shaq agreed. He said, the Lakers are not going to win Game 6. They're going to have to win Game 7. But Kenny Smith pushed back. He said, I wouldn't press a panic button. Austin Reeves got his feet wet. Now he can be himself. But Shaq was having none of it. He said, there's a panic button. I'm telling you, you can start pressing it right now because they're not going to win Game 6. And then they played the clip of LeBron after the game. He was asked about Jabari Smith Jr.'s comment that the Rockets are the better team. LeBron said, I don't care about that, bro. I don't give a damn. I'm too old for that. And Charles Barkley had the perfect reaction. Yeah, he's old. That's the only party. Then he quickly added, I'm just joking. But was he really joking? The Lakers are down 3-2. They have lost 2 straight. LeBron looks tired. The role players are not stepping up. And the Rockets are playing with confidence and energy. If the Lakers lose Game 6 in Houston, the questions about LeBron's future will be deafening. I want to know what you think. Can the Lakers force a Game 7? Or are the Rockets going to close it out? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building something real here. See you next time. Peace.